Hi everybody, welcome to Derek Does. Today, we're going to do these. Hi everyone, welcome to another Derek Does. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, please subscribe. I think you're going to like it. I've got a lot of cool different things out there. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Today we're going to do more field jackets. Field jackets, I know, I guess I have a thing for field jackets, and I think you guys do too. I got two new field jackets, and these two new field jackets, I'm going to actually be putting them up on derekdoes.com. So check that out. You go to derekdoes.com. I've got a whole bunch of field jackets. I've got Mackinaws. I've got a bunch of army jackets of certain things, plus vintage stuff. And I've dropped prices on a lot of stuff out there, so check it out if you haven't been on for a little bit. You might see something. I've got two jackets that I've just recently picked up that I'm going to be putting on there. One is your standard, just a really nice all-around M65. This one's from 1975, so it's still be classified as the end of the Vietnam era M65s, which for me, that's kind of like the jackets of M65s you would want to have as the Vietnam era. It's in the olive drab. It's in really nice shape. I mean, it's not mint like some of the ones I've picked up when I've been lucky enough to actually get a mint jacket. This one actually has some wear on it, has some tear on it. But it's like when they're green, olive drab, and they have wear on it, that's the ones you kind of want, because that's, I don't know, there's just something about a used, worn M65 and olive drab that just gets better and better with age. So this one is a small regular, and it is from Cherokee Industries. They made jackets just like, there's a lot of different manufacturers that made M65s back in the day, and this one was from 1965. Oh, sorry, 1975. And I'll do close-ups of each of these. It has the classic. This one has a brass, because remember around 73, 74, I think, is when they went with the brass zippers and they stopped doing aluminum. This one is a Serval zipper on the thing. It is missing its pull tab, but most guys would just put a cute paper clip in there, and they're good to go. That's kind of the nice thing. And it also has a Serval brass zipper on the hidden hood on the inside. So we'll do close-ups of this one. The other one's kind of neat. I've never had one like this before. This is like, I'm not sure exactly what this is. It's kind of a mix between an M51 and an M65. It's in between. This one's from 1964, so it's right before the M65 came out. And if you notice, it looks a lot, and I'll do close-ups and you can take a look at this. This one actually has a Conmar zipper, and it's the aluminum zipper like the M65. It's got the epaulets. It has the buttons like an M51 on the sleeve, and also the pointed collar. But I'm pretty sure this is not an M51. It's referred to, and I'll do close-ups again, you'll see the tags. It's referred to as a Coat Man's Cotton Wind Resistant Satin OG 107, and is dated 1964. I think this is kind of like an in-between, because it's not really an M51. I mean, technically, I guess it is, but it just seems like it isn't, if that makes sense. And I'll do close-ups so you can take a look at this. This still has some badging on it from the original and was owned by a major. So if you're into that sort of thing, it's kind of cool. And then it also has this one, which I think is an African squadron patch. I'm not positive. I'll have to look those up. I don't know my patches that well. I know the jackets, but not so much the patches. So without further ado, I will put these up on the hanger, and then I'll do some close-ups, and you can kind of see the features of it and that sort of thing. And then later, before I post this video, I will post them on derekdoes.com for anyone who's interested. Unfortunately, these are both a smaller size, but keep in mind that a smaller size does not necessarily mean you can't wear it. So like I wear a medium for the most part in an M65, but I'm really like a 42. So you think I go with a large, but really the medium fits me better because they're made to go over all your other clothing. And I can even put these on too. Like this one is actually a short small, and this M65 is a small regular. So this is a small. Oops, that's the light. And you can see I could get away with this fine. It's just a kind of a trimmer fitting M65 as opposed to like a medium M65. So let me throw these on the hanger and we'll do some close-ups and you can take a look at the features of them. So up first is the M65. This is the one I just recently picked up. Classic M65. Again, this is from 1975 and I'll show you, we can look at the tag. There you can see the 75 right there. And this is a small regular. Here's where the, just missing the pull tab right there. Again, a lot of people just put a big paper clip, which works, which was basically what it originally would have come with, is just a brass folded piece of wire. You can see it's in really nice shape. It's used, but it's a nice shape. It's not, hasn't been like super abused. Has the Velcro there. It does have, I saw maybe up in the collar there's a little bit of some stuff, something, maybe. We'll take a look. It's really not that bad. It still has this drawstring here and also here. So that's good, and they're not ripped out like sometimes they are. As you can see there. It's got a little, oh, it looks like an old dry cleaner's tag right there at one time. Pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but again, you're not buying this to be perfect. If you were, then you'd buy a brand new one. Or a mint one, and it would cost 5 times the price of this one. You can see it's really clean on the back. I mean, it does have little things like here, a little bit of redness here and there, but again, for me, I love that because I like a jacket that has a little bit of wear to it. As you can see, there's a little bit also. Because a lot of these guys, when they got out of the service, they would just take their jackets and they'd wear them to paint something or just to work in the fields or whatever you wanted to do. They didn't treat them as, collector items. They were just something to get by with. So it has the hidden hood in here and has the, there you can see the Serval zipper there. It does not have the liner, but does have the buttons for a liner if you did want to put a liner in. You've got your pockets here in the front, just like normal, and here also. So it's just your classic M65. The nice thing is this still is what I would classify as a Vietnam era. It's 1975, so it's still in that range before you get into the 80s or the late 70s. But it's a nice jacket overall. And if you can wear a small regular, which if you're a 42 would be like the biggest, 40 or 38 would probably fit pretty well on these. I think if you're smaller than that, you might want to go with an extra small, but so it's a pretty good range that you can wear with this. Now up next is this mystery jacket. This is a field jacket also, and it's the classic field jacket. It looks like an M51, but it has a couple features that aren't on the M51. It does have snaps, and this one has a Conmar aluminum zipper. It's all here. And here's the just that bent piece of wire I was talking about that was missing on the other one. So a safety, or either a safety pin or a paper clip would work. This one has a little bit of, little whatever that is there. It has the liner, as you can see there. Now, it only has a waist pull tab. There is no bottom pull tab, and an M51 would have both, and the M65, I believe, has both. So this only has one, which maybe the M43 had just one also. So it's similar to that. It has the pointed collar. It has a little storm flap here, and a button there to catch it. and it zips. They did take off the name, but they do still have the U.S. Army. It has this patch, the major, and we have a major on this side, and the sword patch there. It does have not Velcro, but it has this. Now, one thing it does have, I noticed on my M51, it does not have the wool lined pockets. It just has a cotton lined pocket. So an M51 would have a wool lined pocket so you could put your hands in there and keep them kind of warm. M65s did not. So again, this is that in-between jacket. And here you can see it's a short, small, and here it's missing its tag there, but it just still has the man's coat, cotton, wind resistant, sateen OG 107, and there you can see 64, the DSA. So this is this kind of oddball jacket, which is kind of an in-between M51 and M65. They're probably trying out different styles and different things before they went solid with the M65 on. Obviously, they replaced those, and the hood has the zipper, but it's interesting. It's a neat jacket. It's a little smaller for me, so I won't keep it. So this will be also up on DerekDoes.com. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of DerekDoes.com. I'm wearing the M65 right now, and this, of course, is that mystery jacket, which is kind of the cross between an M51 and an M65. It might just be, you can call it an M64. I don't know. This one's from 64. Who knows? Because I did remember, I did have a viewer write about, he had a jacket similar to this one, I think, that said it was like an M51, but only had one drawstring, and I'm pretty sure we both have that same 64 oddball in-between jacket from the different styles, if you will. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I think you're gonna, there's always cool stuff coming up here. And both these jackets, plus a whole lot of other stuff, if you're into that sort of thing, will be up on DerekDoes.com. And it's on Shopify, so you can look at it, buy it, and I ship it out to you. And you can wear it within a week, depending when you order it. So that's the jackets. I thought they're kind of cool. I thought you guys might like this, to see this, especially this kind of this oddball jacket. But I'll see you on the next Derek Does.